You repentant devil's mice, first you conquer nature, then you preserve it. A trifle arrogant, no? Okay. Reserve, so this could be the nature reserve? Right. Leadbeater and Steinrod is an elderly London company, the custodians of the Empire's first supernal nature reserve. To find work with them, head for capabilities cabins. If you'd rather enjoy the reserve, seek the gateway of Albert's Idyll. This concrete bay is for loading and unloading locomotives. Well, we don't have much to unload. It disappoints tourists who expect to arrive at the scenic waterside. It mainly caters for the workers of the Leadbeater and Steinrod Company, who come to collect goods from the laboratories here. Cable cars link to the main reserve below and the scientific base at Capabilities in Quest. Let's gather a report. The reserve is a point of pride for the Empire. The Leadbeater and Steinrod Nature Reserve is a national park, maintained at great expense by the company. Scores of researchers come here to study the nature of the Reach. Many visitors come here too for a pleasant holiday. Sure, we can drop off our settler. They have arrived at their destination. Whether or not they still wish to be here is another matter entirely. Encourage your passenger to disembark. This is where she wanted to go. Okay, sure. She gives you a smile as weak as the tea she's been brewing aboard her engine before making a quick departure. A small purse is all she's left behind in the cabin. 100 sovereigns, okay. That's something, I guess. Converse with your fellow captains. What brings them out this way? For a few, it's the work provided by Leadbeater and Steinrod. The question was, what brings them out this way? For the rest, the reason is the same. They are drawn by the beauty of the reserve. Some are here with tourists from across the Empire. Others are here to give their crews a respite. Others were simply passing by and couldn't resist stopping in. Okay. We have different places we can go, but let's first hit the shops, I guess. Bazaar. We could get some hours. We do have some in store, so that could be overkill. Although that's fairly inexpensive, and we know we will need some when we want to go to Albion. That is the tariff. We can get fuel and supplies here, that's perfect. I am never buying some Verdant seeds again. Well, that was such a waste. Sure, yeah. Let's restock comfortably. And then we will not buy the hours because we will keep exploring, I guess. Yeah. Oh, there was a horror here. I'm not sure how I know that, because I was not close, but our terror level is fairly low, so we could hit it. But maybe it would be smarter to avoid it for now and just try to find places and get more opportunities. Anyway, Capabilities in Quest or Albert's Idyll. Let's go to the inquest. A clump of cabins used by Leadbeater and Steinrod researchers as they plumb and catalogue the secrets of the reserve. Enterprising captains may find work for the company here. Base of research. The researchers of the reserve have a number of laboratories scattered among the tourists' cabins. From here they study the mysteries of the Reach. We can read the request to all park goers. A researcher of the reserve has pinned up a call for aid. We want to study the powerful forces of nature at work in the Reach, so that we may improve the life of all citizens of the Empire. If you are an intrepid sort and willing to aid our earnest efforts, we are offering a reward for the following. I see you're interested. The phlegmatic researcher has wheeled up behind you. His left leg is raised, perhaps to reduce the very obvious swelling. The keys to understanding the remarkable principles of growth and cultivation are waiting here. We just need suitable specimens. If you aid our research, I'll ensure you're properly remunerated. Let us not show us our mascot. Dick Blemigan. The researchers of the reserve have a number of laboratories scattered among the... I read that already. His list are his course of study. Well, let's question him first. What mysteries is he delving into? Currently, I'm making a study of the orderliness of the Reach. It may be untamed, but a firm logic has guided its growth. I wish to better understand this principle. Okay, what's his list? He needs one of the following requests. Of course, he's happy to reward you if you bring back more. The wings of a chorister bee. What? Let's note that. Wings, chorister bee. I wonder if that's the same trophy that the Port Avens hunting club has requested as well. Ants. Huh. Okay. And Hybris Pus. That's on the other side of the world. Jesus. Okay then. Is he gonna give me more information? Wanted the wings of a chorister bee to determine the cause of their melody. Okay, that is meaningless text. Let's go to Albert's idyll. We still have to find the twin of the acrobat from the circus here. The Leadbeater and Steinrod Nature Reserve is an immense, untrodden hinterland of the Reach's unreasonably fecund flora and fauna. It is popular with London's more outdoorsy tourists. Into the reserve, the park is filled with birds and flowers, trees and woodland creatures, streams and bumbling insects, and other insidious dangers, such as humans. Visitors are not allowed to venture too deeply into the reserve without an escort. We could arrange for a guide or just find the runaway acrobat. The rangers of the park are quite familiar with someone matching that description. They tried making it a scout. You can find them in the hospital. Oh. The runaway acrobat lies nestled in white sheets. Their legs are raised and wrapped in thick gaze. "I'm due back, am I?" they ask, turning away from you. "Fine. The doctors say my legs shouldn't be swollen much longer. Bloody tricky flowers with their fucking thorns. Why censor that? That does not make sense to me. If you're gonna censor it, don't use the words at all. What the f... Wheel me on board then. I should be better by the time we reach the circus." Okay, well, let's still arrange for a guide, although I guess we could catch something bad. Is it catch the English we use here? Contract something bad? That feels a bit too elaborate a word. Anyway, tour guides are essential in this place. Park guests are forbidden from entering the deepest sections of the reserve alone. The only person available to help you is a romantic ornithologist. He is lean and plainly dressed, with a long, wiry beard. The other researchers introduce you. "Did you know our colleague here?" One indicates the ornithologist. "He's looking for the mythical bird whose beak pecks away at the mountain of eternity." They stifle giggles. The ornithologist maintains his smile and gestures toward the forest path. "I'll be glad to show you the reserve. I hope you'll join me later. You can often find me at the watchtower." Well, let's first talk with him. If he's not hiking through the wilderness or camping beneath the bough of one of the great trees, he's sat alone in his watchtower, watching for his bird. He nods hello as you enter. "Welcome. Tea?" Let's ask about the reserve first. He smiles like a child. "It is my home," he says. "My church. My city." Okay, that's it. Ask about the bird then. There are other birds I could study, of course, he says, shrugging. But that's not the point. We had thought this bird a myth, the bird who wears away at the mother of mountains, pebble by pebble. But miners have seen it. The heavens are home to improbable things. Okay. And what about his fellow researchers? The ornithologist tilts his head from side to side. I get on better alone. It's not that I don't enjoy company, but he scratches his beard. I think it's a difference in philosophy. They want to conquer nature and her secrets. I want to be her confidant. Also, they totally take you for a buffoon, but... Okay, let's take a quick trip with him. The romantic ornithologist clasps his hands with quiet delight when he sees you. I've found a most wonderful place. Shall we? You delve into the reserve together. The birds sing around you. The flowers offer sweet perfumes. A pleasing breeze tumbles through a glade and whistles around a mountain bend. I am not certain going there alone would be too smart. We've already seen 2 people with swollen legs. So let's not. Right. Well, I guess we just keep exploring. Just make sure there's nothing here and then we'll head north going back towards New Winchester. I don't know if that wind is actually affecting us in any way. I am not feeling it. Right, that's just a simple way through. Yeah, not sure at all. Alright. Wow, jeez. The peacock wind buffets the engine and cautious driver whistles a jolly tune. Should we... Okay, that's not actually safety. Should we keep going? Terra is going up quite a lot, and actually we're going to a place that does not really matter to us. Though I guess it would allow us to get back to New Winchester and Paul Me and Plenty's circus. Well, let's just finish that. Terra is going up, not that terribly much. A lush verdance encloses you green as emeralds. And here's a wreck. We could repair 1 point of hole. That's the only thing we're gonna do here. Sure. If we don't do anything, there's a chance we get Terra. I think that happened to us earlier. Okay, let's not actually go back to New Winchester. We'll just explore a bit more. Sure, the Terra hit was not too bad. Freeze. Should we send the scout away? I guess so. Something. I guess we will hit that on the way to Port Haven later. First I'd like to explore. We have fuel and supplies still. The incognito princess's eyes gleam. Titania is like a brooch. I want it. I guess I will explore around it first. Okay. Tear it down, that's quite good. So we knew this was southwest of Winchester, but we didn't have anything special to do there, so let's just discover the place, I guess. Titania is kept in the petals of a colossal orchid, heady with scent, lurid with color. An enclave of bohemians have made it their home, seeking inspiration in the wildness of the Reach. Operance Landing, the port. Sure, let's go to the port first. The port unfurls itself, welcoming you ashore. This perfumed haven was intended for thinkers, artists, philosophers and poets. Instead, you enter its main dome to find yourself surrounded by arguing bohemians and the unfinished shells of buildings in a variety of styles. Nobody looks happy, but everyone agrees it's someone else's fault. Such beauty, such a pity about the nearby Carista Hive. What is Titania? A question with no easy answer. To the poets, a place of inspiration. To the stoneworkers, an untouched slab. To the playwrights, a blank page. A place of tranquility, of creation, and your interviewee pauses, suddenly looking worried. Do you hear buzzing? Apologies, must get inside. You can't see or hear anything, however, and must assume it's just force of habit. So I guess it's the chorister bees. And I guess they're a hazard. Meet with the rhapsodic mayor. The mayor is only available when the port is undamaged. Okay. As first among founders, she gets Titania's only office. Titania's petals fill the air with a perpetual perfume, but eventually you become accustomed to it. Even so, the scent of the many flowers in the mayor's small office sends your senses reeling. Obviously unaffected, she sits behind her desk and gestures for you to take the other chair. Let's ask her about Titania. How can a place like this flourish out here in the dark? A spectacular place, isn't it? We couldn't believe that nobody else had colonized it after, well, whoever built all the crystal domes and spires. Honestly, I can't believe our luck. So some civilization built these crystal domes, and then it was unused for an unknown amount of time. That sounds extremely bad. Very ominous. Ask about work in the port. Even a place like this must want for something. The rhapsodic mayor shakes her head. I think you will find us most self-sufficient, Captain. Enjoy your visit. Take in some poetry. If I think of anything that we might require, you will be the first to know. Okay. Let's explore then. Such a glorious place. Every step reveals new wonders. Light sparkles through the jeweled petals onto the marble white paths. Wherever you explore, poets and singers perform their latest work, while artists peer behind canvases to try to capture the beauty in oil and chalk. In the horrors of the high wilderness, this is a place of safety and wonder where nothing could possibly disturb the peace. But what is that buzzing in the distance? Return to Titania later to see how it is faring. Okay, shit's gonna go down. Oh, hey! That's not the right button. Please. We need 5. How do we do that? Here and there. They also sell Chorister Nectar, which we know we need some of. But we can also buy it in Carillon. We need it for Port Prosper, 1 unit, and for the Incautious Driver, 2 units. But we also need tea, which we haven't seen anywhere yet. Okay, so to the bazaar. That's a full hold, so that's gonna have to do. This. And then we can't buy any more fuel, which is okay. And we want to go to Port Haven, so let's just do that. We have a lot of fuel and supplies, so I will take time to map out this place. I don't know if this is background or not. It's not apparently. It is apparently. Okay, so I know there's a passage here, but I will try to go there first. I do want to deliver that crockery. And also the Acrobat Twin. Something to mine. We can't do that. I wouldn't expect there to be anywhere here, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to check. Sure. That's a ruin, or is it? No, it's another thing where captains deposit stuff. A signal box. Oh, we can't read the ledger. It's a different place though. Okay, well. Let's keep going. Oh, this is the Port Haven biome. So much light. Okay, so it is quite close to Titania.